What's up, guys? My name's iirix. Today I'm going to be reviewing a card that I kind of like, but mostly just for casual settings. Geralf's Masterpiece. For 3 blue, you get a 7/7 flying Geralf's Masterpiece. I'm going to back up. I don't know if it's Geralf or Geralf. I always say Geralf. Just throwing it out there. Geralf's Masterpiece gets -1/-1 for each card in your hand. 3 blue, discard 3 cards. Return Geralf's Masterpiece from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. I like this card a lot. The problem is, I don't think you're going to see it being played anywhere outside of draft. And even in draft, I think some people might not want to play it. Because draft, you use as many of your resources as quick as you can, get the game over, win. You only have so many things you can do because, I mean, there's a limited pool for everybody. Blue, I feel like, is a color where it's going to be one of those things like you're holding onto your cards. It's blue. Unless you build the deck for it, and then you're not really blue. You're trying to be blue aggro, which isn't tough. I don't want to make it sound like that's a difficult thing to do, because I frequently do that in draft myself. I will frequently go and draft the 1, 2, 3 cost flyers, if there are any 1 cost flyers, and frequently try to do that for a blue aggro, because in my local game store, not a lot of people like to touch blue, and I will draft blue all day if I get mono blue decks, which has happened so many times. But anyway, off topic, like I often do, I like this card a lot. I just don't feel like it's good enough to be played anywhere outside of draft or casual games. But it's still a fun card. It's really cool. I like how it does things. And it immediately makes me think of, I believe it's called Torrent Elemental out of Fate Reforged. It could also, well, it could come back from exile. This can come back from the graveyard. A little different there. But I do like that. I did like that card back then, too, because it could come back, and it was always something that you had. When this thing dies, it's still something that you have. And I do like how one of its costs to bring it back is also something that makes it get more power. So it kind of balances itself out. But again, I really have to emphasize casual. I don't think you're going to play this anywhere but draft and casual. But for the review today on draft, I'm going to give it a 4 because it's a big monster, and if you build the deck for it, you're obviously going to try and, if you draw it, you're going to try and dump your cards. At the very worst, I foresee it being a 4 or a 5/5 flying, which is still really scary in draft. For standard, a 3, it's going to be a lot easier for you to build your deck in a way to take advantage of this, but I don't think you're going to play it. I think if you're playing blue and standard, you're going to go for other pieces that are more controlling, and if you're not going to go for a controlling thing and you're going to go for big flying creatures, you'll play white or red for your angels and dragons, or black for your demons. Green's big on the ground, but we all know that. But if you're playing blue to be big, I think you're doing it wrong. You'd want to play other colors to be big. Modern, a 1.5. It's self-explanatory. It's too expensive for Modern. I don't know a lot about Modern, but this is expensive. You don't want to use it in Modern because by the time you get the 5 mana up, game's probably over. Against a tier 1 Modern deck, game's over. EDH, I'm going to go back up to a 3. I do like it in EDH. I like how you can discard 3 cards to bring it back, so you get the creature back, but I like the discarding part more because in EDH it's a lot harder to combo, seeing as how it's all singleton, But this kind of helps it a little bit more if you need to get cards in the graveyard rather than playing them and wasting them. Then you wasted your mana. You can kind of throw them away. I mean, it's a very small category, but I feel like it's there and it should be mentioned. So that's what I have to say about Geralf's Masterpiece. If you have a different opinion, let me know in the comments down below. If you like what I have to say, give me a like. Really appreciate all the likes I can get, even if it's just 1 or 2, because it starts small, it gets bigger, but I always like seeing that number going up just a little bit more. Subscribe to the channel if you want to hear more reviews in the future, and thank you guys for watching. I'll see you all next time.